good, YouTube? It's your boy Lifted2 and I'm back on another video for you. As you're seeing by the title of today's video, today I'm going to be giving you all tips to help you make good builds when NBA 2K25 comes out. And I'm also going to be giving you all things to look out for, when the game comes out, because when it comes to the builder this year, we missed a lot of stuff on the builder, and that's why we spent a lot of money on builds in this game. We had to make a lot of builds. So I'm going to give you all things to look out for, when the game comes out. And I'm also going to be going over, the stats also that you should be looking out for when making your builds in NBA 2K25. So hit that subscribe button if you're new, hit that like button if you're enjoying the video so far, and let's get into the video. All right, sure. So the first tip I want to give y'all when you go into NBA 2K25 is to look at the descriptions. I'm telling you, bro, this is one thing that we missed this year, and it kind of messed us up. You know what I'm saying? The descriptions in every single stat. Look at all of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why 2K did not tell us about this, but I'm telling y'all, if you want to make a good build, or not even say a good build, if you don't want to waste your money so much, look at the descriptions right here, bro, because they will give you a firm description of what each stat does. And it's not just the stats. Look at the not the descriptions. All right, sorry. Look at the requirements for every badge that you're gonna use in the game, because that's another thing that we missed, that I feel like we missed, and nobody has really talked about it so much, but that's another thing that we missed, and it kind of messed up the build as well. So look at the descriptions for your stats, every single stat, read it. I'm telling you, the reason why we messed up our build is because we didn't read the descriptions. And also look at the requirements for the badges. Now I'm going to go over why you should look at the requirements for the badges. Okay, so I'm going to explain why I said we should look at each badge requirement soon, while also talking about certain stats that you should look out for when 2K25 comes out. Now, the first stat we're gonna look at, as you can see, it's already highlighted, is speed with ball. All right, this stat has to be, I don't want to say it's the most useless, but it's up there and one of the stats that I feel like they should just take out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because it is useless. And I'm talking from the perspective of the way we play in the game. It is the most useless stat ever this year. All right. Now, I know people will be like, oh, it's not that useless because you get Kyrie Irving, you get the Michael Jordan. But how many of you use Michael Jordan in this game? All right. Nobody uses Michael Jordan dribble style. The only dribble style other than pro or, all of the other dribble styles that people use is Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the community uses pro dribble style. So given the debate about the dribble style, all the other dribble styles are useless. You know what I'm saying? The way we play in this game, it makes all the dribble styles useless. One of the main reasons why this stat is so useless is because, number one, it just doesn't fit in the way we play in this game. You know what I'm saying? If you've looked at the way we play, the way we dribble, all that stuff, it just doesn't fit, because we like to speed boost. You know what I'm saying? Except they remove the speed boosting completely, and we're not using anything that's called speed boosting or quick stopping or L2 cancel or all that stuff, this stat will forever remain useless. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, it's the fact that majority of the dribble styles, because speed with ball should be the requirement for your dribble styles, is majority of the dribble styles are just damn right trash. A lot of them nobody uses, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't fit with the way we play. It's like 2K, when they're making these builds and they're putting the stats, it's like, I don't know who tests out the game. Because one thing I've learned, you know what I'm saying, when people are making a game is that they bring people who've been playing the game to come and test out the game and test out the builders and tell the devs what exactly we need and what exactly we don't need. Because I can tell you for a fact that speed with ball, we don't need it. All right, except they find a way to get rid of speed ball entirely, and everybody just starts doing like dribbling like freaking, I don't know how it's gonna be if there's no speed boosting in this game. But as long as there's speed boosting, this stat will forever remain useless. Because the way we dribble is that we take quick bursts. That's the way we dribble. You know what I'm saying? We stop, burst, stop, burst, stop, burst. Basically trying to use speed to beat the defender, you know what I'm saying? To bait the defender and beat the defender, and then we run to the paint, you know what I'm saying? As you can see from the description, it says affects how fast a player can run or sprint while dribbling the ball. Now people might say, oh, it's not that useless, because you know what I'm saying, if you're moving with the ball, you're gonna get a good boost if you have a high speed ball. I'm sorry to break it down to you, boy, but even that doesn't save this stat, because I have a build with a 90 speed with ball. All right, my 6'3" build that has a 90 speed ball with Kyrie Irving, and I can tell you for a fact that that build moves as fast as a 6'8", oh sorry, let me not stretch it, I'm stretching too far. A 6'6" build with a 75 speed ball. I am telling you, when we're running side by side, the gap is not that much. And that's another thing that I feel like 2K should fix in this game. It's the fact that the gap between a 90, when it comes to dribbling, in fact, when it comes to speed, most especially, a 90 speed with ball does not look that much different than a 75 speed with ball. It's like you're going for a 90 so you can be like one of the fastest. But it's like you go in and you be like, it's not even that fast. It's not even that fast. Like, okay, people might say, oh, maybe that slight speed can give you a little edge. No, it doesn't, bro. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? If you played against a full lockdown with speed, strength, the perimeter defense still, it doesn't give you any edge at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically like the basic reason why I feel like we should look out for this stat, much especially because this stat is the most useless when it comes to dribble moves you get, when it comes to, you know, effectiveness when you're dribbling, all that stuff. It is damn right useless. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're playing 5v5, be my guest, get it up to 75 or 90 if you want. But 2v2, 3v3, Park is trash. It's useless. Damn right useless. And when GB3 came out here and telling me, oh, when he posted a video about him dribbling with like 25 swivel ball, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was that bad. You know what I'm saying? I did not think it was that bad until I saw his video, and also until I tested it out myself. You know, I tested it out with AIs, of course. I didn't test it out in distance, but when you're quick stopping, when you're doing those fast speed boosts, your speed ball doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really mean nothing if you're getting open off L2 cancels and stuff like that. You know, I want you all to look at it, most especially when you're making your build next year. All right. Now, I don't know if I've said this before, but the way we dribble in this game is a glitch in the 2K system. You know what I'm saying? It is a cheese. Speed boosting, the speed boost we do, the L2 cancel we do, all that stuff we do is not part of the game. I can guarantee you that for a fact that it's not part of the game. When I first played 2K24, I wanted to give up on this game. Why? Because the gap between defense and dribbling was so much that I wanted to quit the game in the beginning. Thank you to that person that figured out how to do the L2 cancel, left stick cancel, and also figured out how to, you know, speed boost, you know, in the game the way we do now. Because if not for that dude or those people, I would have dropped this game so fast. Because when you're dribbling and you can't burst, or especially when you give defenders so much leverage, you know what I'm saying? They have strength, they have, you know, speed, and I'm going to go over strength while it's probably the most OP stat in this game. They have strength, they have speed, they have permanent defense, they have steal, they have, like, when you're playing against a full lockdown, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It just stems to say it's like they're trying so hard to freaking nerf dribbling that they're messing it up. You know what I'm saying? They're messing it up so bad. All right, sorry, clamps. All right, now if you look at the description, it says a 93 perimeter defense and a 55 strength. All right, I'm gonna use this and also deviate to one other stat I feel like we should look out for the next game. But 93 perimeter defense and 55 strength. All right, if y'all notice, perimeter defense is another stat that is part of the ones that are useless in this game. All right, now I don't mean in the sense that in this part of contesting, because it's still very, very important for contesting, but I mean in the sense of moving quickly and bumping. All right, because I feel like a lot of people missed it. when making their builds. I'm saying? They put a lot of perimeter defense to get the gold clamps and feel like, oh, they're going to get a lot of bumps and stuff. But I feel like we missed it there, right? As you can see, clamps, the requirement for clamps says 93 perimeter defense and 55 strength. All right. Now, I kind of blame 2K for this one because it's like, why do you put the stat that is, the least effective stat, to be the highest requirement to get over the most effective stat for gold clamps? You know what I'm saying? Because in my personal opinion, strength should be the stat that has the most requirements for clamps, other than perimeter defense. Because if you look at the description of perimeter defense, it says determines the ability for the player to defend the perimeter both on and off the ball, as well as contest shots from outside. What does it say? Contesting and movement. Literally, that's it. Sorry, no, contesting and the ability to defend the perimeter. Literally, the ability. It's like, it doesn't say anything about contacts. It doesn't say anything about bumping. It doesn't say about nothing. So why is it that you need a 93 perimeter defense to get a badge that literally, says that the defenders are more successful when bumping or hip riding ball handlers? It's like, why do I need a perimeter defense for a badge that's literally strength based? You know what I'm saying? Because clamps is strength based. It's not perimeter defense based. Perimeter defense is just to help improve your movement in the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Ankle braces right here, ankle brace right here is also another stat. So as you can see, it only requires a perimeter defense. This is an example of what I'm talking about. Ankle braces is an example of a badge that works very, very well with perimeter defense. That's specifically made for perimeter defense, even challenger as well, and pick dodger as well. Even though pick dodger does tie to strength a little bit, but that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only things that perimeter defense is for. So why is it that a strength-based badge requires a lot more perimeter defense than strength? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why 2K did that, but in my opinion, that's bonkers. And that's why I feel like we should look at the descriptions for clamps, because the requirements, because a lot of these requirements hint at us, and the descriptions of the badges as well, hint at us what particular stat we should put more of if you want to get the most out of that badge. You know what I'm saying? And that ties me down to my explanation of why strength is probably the most effective defensive stat in this game. Anything that requires you to have contact with your opponent in this game is gonna tie to strength. If you all know, you get if you want to be able to play good defense, you need those contacts. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get blown by. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the blow by badge. You know what I'm saying? You need those contacts if you want to be able to play good defense. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I've made my build with a 90 strength, when I made my build with a high strength and no perimeter defense, I was getting way more stops. Way more. It got so bad to the point where I didn't even need steal, because I was bumping, I was stopping, I was cutting them off. Every single thing you could think about when it comes to contact is strength. And that's the reason why I feel like we should look at this more. Because if you're to make a build and you want to be able to you don't care about contest so much, or the game modes you play is 1v1 and 2v2, because those are the main places I feel like having more strength is going to be effective. You should definitely look at strength. You should definitely look at putting more strength on your build than perimeter defense, because I can guarantee you for a fact that if I had a 90 strength with a 75 or a 72 perimeter defense versus having a 93 perimeter defense with a 72, 75 strength, I'm gonna get more stops with that 90 strength build than you will with the 93. And that's also adding with contest, because if you're able to lock people up and stop them from rim running, you know what I'm saying, it opens gateways to other possibilities of defense. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to bump somebody, it's you're just attacking them, you're gonna get contest. You know what I'm saying? Because strength is something you want to look out for when making your build next year. Because like I said, the way we play defense, if you're playing 2v2, 3v3, if you're playing park, now if you're playing rec, I can see you not putting a lot of strength on your build, because it's not gonna matter, especially if you're not a defender. But if you're playing 2v2, 3v3 park builds where there's a lot of space, you're definitely gonna have to prioritize your strength more than your perimeter defense, because like I said, perimeter defense is just contest and having good movement. That's literally it. Just being able to move effectively while guarding ball and also just contest. You know what I'm saying? That's the part where you have ankle braces, all that stuff that, you know what I'm saying, so you don't get your ankle broken and all that stuff. That's perimeter defense. Strength is the one that gives you the stops. All right. If you want to get stops in 2v2, 3v3, you're making your builds, prioritize strength. All right. You either have more strength or you want to have both. If you're somebody that, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, to be able to get a 90 strength, you have to have a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when you have a lot of weight, it makes you slower. So if you don't want to be hella slow, you know, you can have both. Like on this build right here, I have both. You know, I have perimeter defense and strength, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get a significant amount of bumps, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. But if you're someone who strictly just want to be like defense, you want to prioritize your strength more than your perimeter defense, because I guarantee you will get more stops. That's if they don't patch strength. But strength right now is probably the most OP stat, because if you look at how much badges you need from strength, you know, just to be able to, like, that ties to strength. All these badges right here are badges you need to either get stops or help you create a little bit of space. Even fearless finisher, you need strength. Like I had a build, I made a build with a 90 strength and 70 70 dropping layup, and I can tell you for a fact that I got more layups than my build. I won't say I got more, but I got damn near the same amount of layups. Like I was able to get a lot more layups up than my other build with like a high driving layup and a low strength. So prioritize strength when you're making your build next year. Now let's go over to the next stat, which is acceleration. Okay, now for acceleration, I feel like this one was probably the only one that had some importance when it came to dribbling, even though people still thought it was useless. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of videos to prove it. But I still feel like it's the only one that was able to like just give us a little bit of edge when it comes to speed boosting or the way we dribble in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see from the description, it says affects the speed at which a player can move in a short burst and when taking off from a standstill position. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you notice the way we dribble, you know what I'm saying, we speed boost a lot. And you know, before we get into a speed boost, we're usually in a standstill position. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's also very, very effective when it comes to triple threat. As you can see right here, it's effective with speed booster, low buy, and, you know, triple strike. But I feel like the stat is way more effective when it comes to triple strike than, you know, any other speed boosting badge. But I feel like people still deemed it useless because, you know what I'm saying, if you're just getting one burst, then there's really not that much importance, because, you know, it's not going to give you as much as a gap as if you had like a 75 and you're still getting that same burst. Because if you have a 75 and an 85 and like a 90, you know, the only difference is that your burst is just going to be a tad bit quicker, like 5 frames quicker. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, in everybody's opinion, or from what we've seen, it's not that much. Because if it's just one burst, it doesn't really matter that much. Because what made Excel important in past years was that you were quick, number one, but you were able to get like 3 or more speed boosts, all right, off that. You know what I'm saying? But this year, they nerfed it to the ground, and it's one of the useless stats this year. So I feel like this one is another one we should look for, especially looking at the descriptions, because this was the first stat that actually threw us off. Now, it doesn't mean that this one is as useless as speed ball. It just means that it was just nerfed so bad that it just made it useless. You know what I'm saying? But acceleration is the only one I feel like does help with dribbling a little bit this year. But you know what I'm saying, I still make my builds. A lot of my builds are still with 73 because, like I said, it's not that different. But if you wanted like that extra edge when it comes to speed, acceleration would still give you your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? I know I yapped a lot in this video, but I just wanted to get this out there, and these are just things that I just discovered in the builder. I feel like everybody should know when they're making their build next year, because nobody wants to spend $100 on a video game and just to end up with a build that it's not that good. Or you make a build and you be like, oh, I'm still getting dropped off, or it's like you find out that some stats are useless and some stats, like, nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to know what stats are important and what stats are not important. So just to go over things we went over, stats you should look out for: speed with ball, acceleration, and vertical and strength, and also perimeter defense, just for a little bit. And another thing you should look at for is the badges, the description, and their requirements, because that way you would know what stats affect the badge more. You know what I'm saying? And also another thing to look out for is the descriptions. All right, we already said that the descriptions are very, very important because they explain the stats for us. So that's it for the video, y'all. If y'all like the video, please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.